Happy Monday to you.
I just about spilled my coffee.
Come on.
That would have been horrible.
I have yerba mate today. It has been literally weeks and weeks since I've had my yerba mate, and it tastes
like dirt.
It tastes so good. Happy week after our birthdays. And it was a fun week. I mean, we really did a lot.
You mean we're done?
We're done.
We can't have any more birthday celebrations?
No, zero birthday celebrations. Thank you, Donna. Much appreciated. Happy Monday to you.
I think I disagree with him. Just saying.
I don't know. So, yeah, it was great. I mean, on Wednesday, like Christie got a really bad burn. I got a sort of bad burn, but not terrible.
On my legs. And they're still sore. And yeah.
You know what? This is the problem. Hey, Chris, thank you. Happy Monday to you. It is a strange thing that we live in this sun place and we don't think sunscreen. And I think it's just because sunscreen is just so bad for you. They have like these microparticles that float in you and they goes into your brain.
Month. I like the way you think,
Donna, it is not our birthday month.
No, mine.
Oh. So what did we do on your birthday?
We went to the Botanical Gardens and
right.
El Chivero.
That's right. And on my birthday, we went to Esquina 22. We also...
You're on time. Yay, Leslie.
Yay.
Paradise is paradisical?
We went to...
I can make up words, too.
We went to Estelle's celebration. Then on Friday, we went to Binayar. We had every intention of going live, but man, we had fun.
Well, John did a showing first. Oh, crap. Yeah, I forgot
I did. Christie sent me on a... She does this all the time.
Well, surely...
You think after a year, she would know how the hell to operate these machines.
Well, I always have the volume off on... My phone is the only one that is regularly, but the computer, because I used it for Spanish lessons the other day.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I should get...
So Friday we went to Binayar, had a lovely, amazing day. Mm-hmm. Then we went to some friend's house afterwards, which he made a flippin' amazing steak. I think he's ruined steak for us at these normal restaurants because nobody really knows how to do it. Good morning, Kathy. And he does. And he cooked on carbon, I believe, right? Was it carbon?
No, gas.
It was gas? Okay. So he cooked on gas. Mm-hmm. And he did it so amazing. So, yeah, it was very nice. My BFF and I stayed at Binayar in 2008. Best vacation I've had in my life.
Yeah.
The beach at Binayar is amazing. It's small, but
it's this little cove almost.
They have two very large pools. You spend 600 pesos. You get like 450 or 430 pesos in food or drink. And the drinks are not terrible. Well, the drinks kind of are terrible, but the food is not.
Drinks are pretty terrible.
The food is not terrible. It's more like a bar food type stuff, but it's good.
Yeah, it was actually not that great on Friday, though.
Yeah, it was a fun day, and I mean, we were all out there. What did we do Saturday?
I think we just. Oh, I couldn't walk.
That's right.
Seriously, you guys. I've never felt it my legs almost, like it's almost like the skin cramped. If that makes any sense. Like I'd be walking and all of a sudden it would be this pain. They're still red. They're not as hot to touch and they're not sore to touch. I'm starting now at that itchy stage.
Mm-hmm. With the B.
And so I was mixing coconut oil and lavender, which lavender is such a strong smell that you've got to like it.
You've
John
ruined
doesn't
lavender
like
for me.
it. Yeah.
Okay, to be honest, she ruined lavender. I think I sort of kind of maybe liked it. She had it in a one of those things that you put oils, a diffuser. And it was doing all of this stuff, but while we were sleeping, the diffuser ran out of water and it continued to burn.
Right. It didn't turn itself off like it's supposed to.
And it took the oil and
like nothing happened. It didn't melt or anything, but the oil got overheated.
It was disgusting. And now I always smell that note. And we have a new diffuser. Yeah. It's not like it's the same diffuser.
Do you have aloe vera? No, you know what? And the other day, before we went to Binayar, I looked at some aloe vera plants. And I'm like, oh, I should buy a couple and have them in the yard. They're always handy. And I didn't.
It takes 2 to 3 years for them to grow to be beneficial. Sorry.
So as babies, they won't help?
No. Sorry.
Well,
2 to
I'll
3
be
years.
safe in 2 to 3 years.
In 2 to 3 years, you can burn yourself to pieces, and you will have equipment.
So the range hood, it's never that easy. We could install it and get it set up, which we may consider doing. But we need to buy all the fixings, all the extractor,
But
and
we can
all
get it
that.
hooked up. I mean, right now it's in the front entrance, and when people go, they're like, "Wow, this is stunning! It'll look really good hung up." But Christie's like, "But what do you think about it there?" Because I think we're going to have a difficult time. Now it's got. I thought it had 3 holes at the top.
I figured he had to have been wrong, but
And then during the day when the light shone, it was like, wow, it's got 9. So what's going to happen is we're going to have 2 or 3 people pop it up, and then somebody's got to quickly mark all the holes, and then go from there. But it's a very heavy piece.
would we have to pull the stove out? We probably do.
Probably
To get it in, especially if all those people, because they ain't stepping on my stove.
Donna says a bottle of aloe gel would be good. It would be good.
It would be good too. Coconut oil has a lot of those same properties, and it's a moisturizer. I find aloe is drying.
Yeah, but you need aloe as well. Aloe is a repairer, where coconut oil I think is
It's
solver.
an antibacterial, an antifungal. It's all those things. So
who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. Anyways, yes, the hood fan, the hood.
It's going to happen.
Range hood.
My still has been shipped from China. It will be here on the 29th.
All I can say is that no matter what happens, this hood is getting installed before he unpacks his still. So hopefully that'll give him some motivation.
Give you motivation.
No, I don't care. I got lots of booze.
Coconut everything is great.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Special thanks to Jolene and Larry for bringing us stuff from the U.S. Christie now has the KitchenAid.
I have it's an empty box now, and I apologize. I did not realize how heavy this was. I didn't think to look on Amazon. So
Leslie says, melt some coconut oil, add aloe, and cool. It's lovely. It is.
I got to tell you, though, here, it's very rare that our coconut oil is solid because it is so warm. And that's the funny thing, because people talk about melting their coconut oil all the time. And I'm like, that only happens, actually, this year it's happened more than normal.
Winter was cool.
Because we had a cooler winter. But, yeah, you know what? What I do when I'm burnt, and for my grandkids and whoever else comes by that has a sunburn, I take I use little plastic shot glasses because I have some around, and I fill them with coconut oil. I freeze them. So then when you go and you have a burn and you put this cold coconut oil on, it's like heaven. So I'm sitting there when I went to bed that night after.
But you've got a towel under you.
Yes, because it melts, of course. But my sheets are still oily just from sleeping and stuff, but because I have been slathering the coconut oil on my legs. You keep yours in the fridge down there. Yeah, I don't. I actually keep mine
freezer
in the fridge. Well, but generally I don't refrigerate my coconut oil. But I do freeze it for the benefits of sunburns.
Our image is a little paler. I removed some saturation just because we looked really red.
This is more our color, I think.
It is.
Your nose is a little redder, I think.
Oh yeah, my nose is really. This morning when I was washing, the skin was coming off. So
you burnt a little. Yeah, I mean, I got some sun on my shoulders, but they're not bad at all. I did wear a little bit of sunscreen. I put it on about partway through. Yeah, it is. You know what, Leslie? It just cools you right down instantly. It's actually quite lovely. And what I do too when I need some extra, like the lavender, I mixed coconut oil and lavender together and put it on my legs for the itchies and the dryness.
So interesting videos I've watched over the last few days. There's a channel called Best Edmonton Mall. If you remember West Edmonton Mall in its heyday, kind of the 80s, 90s, watch the channel. It is a brilliant channel. I love watching this historic stuff because for us, we spent so much time there with the kids.
Yeah. And the kids
Fantasyland
we nannied.
/ Galaxyland. And it was a great time to be there. And now it's just kind of, it just seems, it's just another mall now.
Well, we're adults.
Yeah.
I hope we don't feel this. I mean, no, without young kids. Now, if we were to bring Taylor and Amberlyn there one day, that would be fun.
Now, in the kids area, they used to have tickets and stuff. You used to buy tickets. And we would just buy tickets and throw the kids in the kids area. And that was a fun place to go.
Well, we bought summer passes, too, a couple of times. Oh, yeah,
absolutely. Those were great. Because then you could use all of their attractions, the water park. Zach, I think, learned how to swim at the World Water Park, which was, when you think about it, a long way to drive just to teach him how to swim.
But it was a fun.
And I think we were there because Crystal and I can't remember his name, they had a child at the same time we did. And that was us. I think that's why you went there. Because she worked at London Drugs.
Yeah, it was someone we knew in way back when.
I think we met them at like Lamaze or like that type of thing. I can't remember what it was called, but I think that's where you met them.
Lamaze.
I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
So Best Edmonton Mall is the name of the channel. Watch it. Great. Also, learning about lab-grown diamonds. Wow.
There's been a lot of nerdiness going on while we haven't been out partying with friends.
With lab-grown diamonds, people call them synthetics. They're not synthetics. They're just grown in a lab. They're identical. Chemically, everything identical to real diamonds in about a third of the price. So it is, I think when the Chinese get a hold of lab-grown diamonds, I mean, it's already destroyed the diamond market because diamonds are artificially inflated because there's a gajillion of them in the world and they have to slowly release them or else they would depress the market. So it is funny, though, because they're saying, well, lab-grown diamonds have no resale value. Well, here's the thing. If you have a 1 carat, you pay $8,000. You resell the 1 carat, you're going to get 40% off. Well, that 40% off is more than to buy a lab-grown diamond. So it's crazy.
I think you said buy a lab-grown diamond for $8,000. I think you said it like that.
What?
That's what I think you said. Buy a lab-grown diamond.
No, sorry. You buy an earth diamond, like a mined diamond.
A mined diamond. There you go.
Blood diamond, and you pay $8,000 for a one carat, and you pay $2,000 for a 1 carat identical color, no inclusions, VS1. The cut clarity, carat, and color. Mm-hmm. And you get the same, and it's about a quarter, to a third or half. But it is absolutely incredible how much you can save doing that. And I think eventually people will be able to build diamonds in their house, just like a 3D printer kind of thing. You need a lot of pressure, a lot of electricity, but it is amazing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I have been learning about, and some great videos on YouTube about that. I'm excited that my still is on the way. Saw the video, and it's going to be here on the 29th. I still have no idea how much it's going to cost.
Geez.
What?
It's a spider crawling on my... It just scared me. It's just a big daddy long legs, but still.
It's gone.
Nice.
It got away from me.
How do you hit it twice and not kill it?
It's a big sucker.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
I just have to send Shirley a message real quick because I need her to be ready when I get there because I'm going to be in a hurry.
Okay.
Because I have a showing at 11 and I have to go to the office to get the keys.
All right.
So just keep talking. You're talking about your lab-grown diamonds and I'm just doing a little bit of work here.
So what else can I tell you? It's lots going on here. There is. I mean, so this is going to be the summer of growing Mexican cabbage, but real cabbage also. And the still, and of course the website. I really got to take photos for the website, as well as if you guys know anybody who is a writer that writes inexpensively, let me know because we really need some stuff. You can install diamonds on the still. I can bedazzle it.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom says, don't forget, Amberlyn was presented yesterday.
Oh, that's true. Amberlyn was
That is true. We never finished our weekend.
We never finished the weekend.
That's right. We stopped at Saturday and you went on to Weird Nerd stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, yesterday Amberlyn was. Some people will call it christened. Some people will call it baptized. In our church, we call it presented. So they presented her.
It was like Lion King.
And she has her godparents,
where you hold the baby
right?
up in the air and
Yeah.
you say, oh.
So there he's back. He wants you now. Kill him.
Okay.
Do you want a napkin?
This. No.
Right there.
Just kind of guide him along. Boom, boom, boom. And dead. Yeah.
Ew, go wash your hands now. Gross.
Yeah, I have no problem. We were out with folks the other night, and the guy, terrified of moths, like her. It was very strange. And he's like, oh, they're just gross. They're icky. And Christie's like, I know, right? It was so weird. I've never met a man who was afraid of moths before. Oh, I've met a woman who's afraid of a moth. If I see a moth before I go to bed, I'm like, oh, look, a moth or a spider. And Chris is like, you ain't going to sleep until that thing is dead. So then I have to get out of bed after some negotiations. And then all of a sudden it's dead. Right?
I think we have a closing today, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you going to be at that?
We're not allowed to.
It's so here
because
it's pissing me off.
Yeah.
Can't do anything.
Oh, this afternoon is
but
a closing.
You also have the government. Everybody is using
I got
COVID
some poofy. I need to get a haircut.
as their frickin' excuse, and it's really irking me. So, back to yesterday. So afterwards, we had a lunch at the house, and Chuita and somebody else, I don't know who, made the best shrimp ceviche ever had in my life. It really was spectacular.
I think it was Chuita.
Just Chuita?
Well,
I thought it was some Chuita and somebody.
Chaya was here too, so she helped. And I don't know if Enrique and Noemi made it also, or if they just brought the ingredients. I'm not 100% sure. So
the people who are the godparents of our kids, I don't know what to say, but they say it's very Catholic. That they are managers at. Can I just yell "shut up" outside?
No, you cannot.
I feel like I should.
You cannot.
But yeah, they manage Bonissimo ice cream. So they brought some ice cream. I had a very quick nap yesterday when they had the ice cream. So I never got to have the ice cream. But I hear it was very good. And Bonissimo really has amazing, amazing ice cream. In the old days, we used to get La Chata ice cream. I mean, we don't have much ice cream at all anymore. But one time we sold the owner of La Chata's house, and he owed the buyer $4,000 and some dollars. So he asked if he could just give them gift certificates instead. And they're like, sure. I mean, it really was nothing much off to them. So he gave them over $4,000 in $10 gift certificates, and the owners are kind of like to us, well, we can't use that much ice cream. And they would just give us sheets of these coupons. And we would get, what was the kind of ice cream we really liked from them? It was a chocolate.
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
And boy, that was good ice cream. Now it's like 200 and some pesos for a liter, which, it really isn't much money at all. When you think about it's $10. Again, actually, it's weird. Now the pesos have gone up, but it's the same amount of money for $10. But yeah, it is crazy what you have to pay for stuff. And it's only going up, guys. Inflation. The government is just printing money like crazy. And it really is traveling into Mexico as well. Only because we do buy stuff from the US here. So if you have money saved, you better spend it fast because it's losing money being in the bank account. Because the bank gives no interest, yet they make oodles of cash off of your money. And they charge us to actually do that.
Oops.
What?
Yeah. No, nothing.
Banks are rude. Okay, what are they selling outside? Is it the water dude? I have no idea. I wasn't even listening.
Yeah, I wasn't listening either. But it wasn't water because they just have a horn. This guy was, I think, collecting metal, but I was not listening, so I can't say for sure.
Yeah, we've got like stuff that you can't even imagine that was in the 70s that comes around here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got guys that sharpen knives, sell tamales, sell donuts and bread, sell buns.
Which are bad.
Bad bread. Bad. We sell buns, vegetables, fish and shrimp. It's amazing.
Shrimps.
It's amazing who comes through this hood.
Yep. It is. I'm looking for a set of keys.
It is very noisy though, because they're rude.
They're just so rude.
They're very rude. So what did you guys do this weekend?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Off.
Please tell me you watched about lab-grown diamonds or Best Edmonton Mall.
No, because not everybody are nerds. I'm sorry to tell you that, honey.
Yeah, I pay, and this is the only thing that I do pay for is the YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch commercials. So if you watch, it's like $10 a month, and I hate that we pay. Actually, it's less than that because in Mexico, I think it's 130 or 150 pesos. So it's about $7.50. But I don't have to watch commercials, and you get to download the videos. So, I mean, I like that. And you can decide if it's a 1080p or a 720p. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. It's just the video quality. And you can watch it anytime. You're on the road. You do not have to have your internet on. I don't know why Christie's not joining me today.
Honey, I'm sorry.
We cannot do this anymore at 10 o'clock.
Well, we have to. There's really no other time to do it.
No, you cannot do this, is what I'm saying.
It's okay. You're doing good, honey. You like to talk.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but I don't. I really don't. There was a time last year where I didn't even know what to say anymore. That was weird. But,
those were the good old days.
So my children, though, I thought it was really cool. Like Shay and Matt, they got me 2 flasks. One says Mexico's best.
Sweetheart, those aren't flasks. Those are actual crystal decanters is what those would be called.
Yes. So they got me decanters for the alcohol. And I don't think they know how big my still is because that will be like the best of the best of the best. Just because, they're small. And then Zach and Chiwita got me a thing for the tablet so it could go on my lap. Like a TV table, but for laptops and stuff. So, which was very sweet. I mean, that was very sweet from both of them.
Yes, it was.
Now,
I got so much fun stuff.
And I also got some shirts. So, that was yesterday. That was very lovely, too. So, thanks again. You know who you are. And what else?
I got, well, of course, wine and...
the wine. Guess you got some really good wine.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to make in your still? Initially, vodka and gin, but I also have the whiskey helmet, so I'm going to be able to make whatever the hell I want. But vodka and gin first, only because that's how I got to learn how to do this stuff. I mean, I've been watching videos for probably 4 or 5 months. And because it's 100-liter still, first off, I have no idea how much money this is going to cost me to bring into Mexico. I do know stills are legal. I hope the Mexican government doesn't have a size restriction. I figured 100 liters was kind of pushing it for personal. But so when you make alcohol, usually it's in the 6 to 12% alcohol by volume in your initial mix. I don't know what to say. I'm going to do a sugar wash at first, and the sugar is it's sugar, water, yeast, and tomato paste. And tomato paste acts as a booster for the yeast. And I expect to make in the 8 to 10%. Oh, I'll show you here. Alcohol by volume. And then in the still, I can get up to 95% alcohol. So let's say I do 10%. We'll say 10%. In 100 liters, that's 10 liters of 95% alcohol. And then you water it down because you want to have like a 40 to a 40% vodka. So I'm going to have about 20 liters per mix. And then I got this from China. And this tells me...
I have to ask you, which way does this go up? This way? It must go like this, right? Or this?
I don't know, just kind of try it out and see.
Because it fell off my little keyboard.
So you pop it in the water, and it tells you how much for the initial thing, so you know if it's 8% or 12%. You know how much it is. And then later on I have a parrot where the alcohol comes in, and you just have it in there, and it tells you how much it's coming out at. And it also does something else, and I can't remember what. But I also have a thermometer, which Christie is terrified of, because I keep telling her how I'm going to use this.
You're disgusting.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
John's moonshine, yeah.
Actually, one of my friends said to call myself Lucerius Bootleggers. And yeah, maybe. Who knows? So that was $2 or $3 from China.
Yeah,
including
super
shipping.
cheap.
Including shipping. So I don't know how the hell they do that.
What is Mexican cabbage? Pot.
Who's that?
Glenda. She's so sweet. A moth in her house means watch out for your wool clothing. I just hate moths because they're crazy. Snow, 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 plus 21 one day for the next. You must be in Alberta. And Tony is laughing. Hi, Pastor Tony. Lynn, hello, good morning.
Yep.
So I have to say, guys, that I know I haven't been as interactive as I normally am, but I had to deal with a couple of things only because I have an appointment at 11 and I have to go to my office and get the keys. And so it's a bit of a thing. So we do need to go. Well, I do. John can stay and talk to you all day.
You don't want that.
I need to sign off. I need to go and work. John has work to do too today.
Got lots of work to do.
So we are just little working people.
Oh, we're getting our truck fixed. It's got a lot of noises.
It's squeaking again, and it happens. It's the dust. It's the way John drives.
No. I've learned the bushings are gone. So the bushings are being replaced, as well as the front rotors, I think.
I think you said rotors.
4 rotors. So yeah, that's all got to be fixed.
And then check the brakes because they're very squeaky.
Dennis, who owned Gecko, he's a funny guy because he knew all this crap had to be done. And he still sold it to me. He sold me a piece of crap Suburban years ago, which was overheated. Everybody else in town knew my truck had overheated.
Oh, you bought that one, did you? Oh.
Everybody knew it had been overheated except me. And he had no problem. So that son of a gun.
Don't talk evil of the dead.
I'm not talking evil of the dead.
Hi, Leanne.
So yeah, he's a funny guy. He got me. But it's a beautiful truck. It really is.
Go sell a house to pay for the truck.
It is.
Yeah. You know, the truck is worth it. It's worth every penny of it. We got it for a really good price.
It is.
So it's just that we've purchased now 4 different vehicles from Gecko, and every one of them has had some pretty major issues that they...
Maybe we should tell people to stop buying from Gecko.
No, because 99.9% of the people that buy from them have amazing vehicles. So we either have the worst luck in the world and we want something that we shouldn't buy, or no, they're not screwing us. That's not who they are. Don't say that about them.
No. Dennis is gone now.
Yeah, but boys, the guys that are running it now, and Dennis's son are amazing. So
they are.
Gecko is still a great company. We just have not had the best of luck. We've rented cars from them forever, and not had any issues. We've bought, like I said, a few vehicles from them, and we've had issues with every one of them. But again, like I said, almost everybody else that we know that has bought a vehicle from them has not had any issues.
Yes.
And they are there and they will help repair it. We just have our own mechanic.
Yeah, this truck.
Well, this one, though, was bought outside of Gecko. It was Dennis's personal vehicle.
So, Donna, to answer your question, yes, we could buy a new vehicle. It's just our accountant won't let us.
Well, because we still bought Dennis's without being able to get a factura, so we can't use that as an excuse.
No, but it was a third of the price of it.
Yeah, no, we cannot financing a new car down here is ridiculous. So we'd have to pay cash. And to pay cash, then we'd want a factura, and we can't do a factura. And it's not our accountant's fault. It's the Mexican government's fault. The way they tax us and the way what they let us use as write-offs. They do not let us use a vehicle worth over 200,000 pesos, which you're not getting much of a vehicle for $10,000 for real estate. I mean, you can get a great little car, but we don't want a little car. We need something big and semi-luxurious. So, which is why we are willing to put some more bucks into that truck, because it is just a beautiful truck. The body is beautiful. The sound is beautiful when it's not squeaking. Government elbow cough. Yeah, no kidding. Anyways, on that note, we really have